Hi, my name is Michael Jones, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the organization of the Starbucks Corporation. The corporation started in 1971. It was opened by three entrepreneurs. They were inspired by a man who was a provider of high-quality coffee beans, and he talked them into to selling these coffee beans along with equipment to help people brew them in their homes. And originally, they had discussed a name, and one of the original founders had suggested the name Pequod from Moby Dick, which is the name of the boat. The other two didn't like the name, and so they decided to go with the first mate, which was named Starbuck, and so that's where the name Starbucks came from. It was originally that's what they did. They sold high-quality coffee beans and equipment. They did not actually brew the coffee and sell the coffee the way that we know of today. In 1987, they actually reorganized the way the company worked and began selling coffee, which was an idea that they got from visiting Italy and seeing the coffee houses there. And so they began to brew coffee and sell that, and immediately they began to expand very rapidly. By the 1990s, they were opening about one new store every workday, and that lasted for almost 10 years into the 2000s, where they did slow down, but they continued to grow. And even today, they're still continuing to grow. Even in this economy, they are scaling back some of the stores that are not performing, but they are opening more stores out of the country than they are closing in the United States. Each store employs approximately 30 employees, and in a given area there would be several stores that would make up a region, and there would be a regional manager, and each of those regions would report up to a division, and then the division would report to the corporate office, which is in Washington State, in Seattle, which has been there the entire time since 1971. So today, the corporation has over 11,000 stores in the United States and 17,000 in the world. Most of those are either in outside the United States. They're either in England or Japan, which have about 800 and 900 stores each. And they're still selling coffee beans that you can brew, and they are again selling equipment to brew that, as well as they continue to grow with their cafe-style store, which allows them to have the coffee as well as some desserts and other items such as that. So, in summation, it is a corporation, not a franchise, which means that every store is owned by the corporate office. They're not individually owned by owners or other companies, and so each time they open a new store, that has to be decided on and done by the corporate group. And so this company is publicly traded, and its business line is pretty well tall, which means that it has a good amount of management, although each organization has to have its own, or each store has to have its own organization of individuals. And so that is kind of the way that the corporation is set up organizationally today. Thank you very much.